My man. Doing the most. Doing the most. You know I had to remix this bitch. Shout out our boy. If I get caught up in a storm, pray the rain to keep me calm. All my life I dealt with pain, see no evil cause on. Chop along just like a arm, no bitches we fucking on. Doing wrong without them knowing, I'm the GOAT if you ain't know it. And you can't go do what I've been through. Wish I had somebody I could vent to. And you can't go through what I've been through. Wish I had somebody I could vent to. I just need someone to call on. I've been making moves like Michael Corleone. I won't say that shit until it's set in stone. Bitch, don't say my name if you gon' say it wrong. I can't touch these drugs and keep my...
Yo, it's your boy CT Crusher here checking in. Just wanting to remind y'all to go subscribe to my homie Hoodie Jube for the Hoodie Jube live podcast. We talking pressing topics here for you every night of the week. Hit that ding dong bell to make sure you don't miss an upload. Come join in on the conversation. Help us expand the community. We do a lot of giveaways, give away to a lot of charities, giving away to the local children's hospital. And oh, by the way, if you want a chance to win free NFL tickets, yes, I said that, free NFL tickets, make sure you subscribe and hit the ding so you don't miss a chance to win free NFL tickets. Peace out.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy Hoodie Jube, and if you're looking for the best restaurant in town, man, go try Weed Ass Chicken and Shrimp, man. They have the best chicken wings, the best chicken tenders, the best fried shrimp, the best fried catfish, and their fries are so amazing, covered with ranch, cheese, bacon, jalapenos. Oh my! Yes, you heard it. Go try it out. They got 4 locations: Monroe, Louisiana, Marrero, Louisiana, New Orleans, Louisiana, and Houston, Texas, baby. Go try it now.
Right, man. What up? I won't speak on nothing but the real. You know how I'm coming. You know what I'm saying? Say we've been down for too long. The only way is up, it's time to move on. Never leave your house without your shoes on. Them killers want to spot you, cannot move on. Ain't worried about that girl, I tell them move on. They say it's my fault, but I'm feeling I can't do wrong. Cut all my partners off, let me open like the roof gone. Long talks and I ain't never changed, it's just been too long. Let it shake him back and that's a fact, so I'm turned up. All up in the club, I'm going down and I'm like, what's up? Throw me in that water, I won't go down, I'm too up. She want with a man, I knock that hoe down, I'm too up. Told all the friends, now she just want me to grow up.
You can't see us, I time Things going to the Super Bowl, talking black and gold. Cameron Jordan on the field, about to take a QB soul. Ever Camaro break a tackle, so you know he bold. Mike Thomas catching everything, so you know he cold. He talking Byron Madden, he talking Marcus May. We in the backfield, we gon' make them pay. Them boys hitting hard, they need an X-ray. Yeah. We talking black and gold. 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 Straight to the Super Bowl. Your time is up. Our time is now. Say hoodie, you can't see us. Our time is now. Woo. Hoodie droop in the building. We shining now. We shining. You can't see us. Our time is now. You heard me? Your time is up. Our time is now. Woo. You can't see us. Our time is now. Say hoodie, hoodie droop in the building. We shining.
Here he is, Hoodie Jube.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Hoodie Jube, and we are back with another live podcast. And if you don't know, y'all will know. There's no YouTube without your boy Hoodie Jube, y'all. How is everybody doing tonight, man? Me? I'm doing just fine over here, but yes, I am a little disappointed in our Who Dat Nation, man, on losing 13-0. But guess what? I do see that the defense did their thing against a very high-power offense in the 49ers, man. This defense did what they could. Offense just could not do nothing, man. Offense could not do nothing. I mean, Kamara fumbled twice. We passed the ball to Olave, which was a damn catch. Referees took it back, so we took us out the red zone again. Um, Saints defense got a pick, brought into that territory, was in the red zone again. And what happens? They say it wasn't a pick because of stupid little holding call supposedly on defense. So, I mean, they had a lot of weird shit happen today. Nothing can go right for us. We couldn't even make a field goal. Like, nothing went right for the New Orleans Saints, y'all. It was just a terrible game to watch, you know. But we do got to give credit where credit is due, and that's our defense, man. They did their thing. We can't complain about the defense because even on that touchdown that we allowed, Tyrann Mathieu played great on the ball. The ball just came back and fell right in that man's hands. Luckily, it fell right into his hands, but like I said, we did good. The defense did great against a high power offense who had a Brandon Ayuk, Debo, Elijah Mitchell, um, Christian McCaffrey, George Kittle. Like, I mean, it's crazy. It really is crazy that that you allowed that we allowed only 13 points against a team like that. It's pretty insane. By the way, I don't know if y'all can hear me too well. I am streaming from my phone right now, and I'm also trying to whisper as low as I can because I'm doing a podcast at a friend house, and they just went to bed not too long ago. So I'm gonna try to keep it low as I can for everybody. But let me give a special shout out to everybody that's in the chat right now. I see it's Poppy504. Who that to you, my brother? Saints Doug. I see you as well. He said, "Who that hoodie?" Every week I trip myself into thinking we can get the W. I know, bro. I know. Nola Gang 09. Who that to you, my brother? He said that was a stinker. Yes, it was a stinker. Like I said, 2 fumbles by Kamara. Terrible. Terrible. I don't know how you fumbled twice, but I'm gonna go outside real quick to make it a little bit less loud for my boy. Give me 1 second. Alright, let's see if they can maybe not hear me as much. Alright, so yeah. The Saints just, like I said, we just played horrible on offense. Our offense could not get nothing clicking, and it was definitely sad to watch. But as a Saints fan, man, we're going through some tough time right now. Your starting QB, Jameis, been out basically most of the season with an injury, banged up. Your starting receiver, Michael Thomas, went out for the season. Joker was out for a good 4 or 5 games, I think it was. Um, this whole team's just been facing a lot of weird shit lately. And it feels like one game they show you why they can still be in this playoff run and still show you why they can still be that team that we think they can be. And then the next game, they just lose. And that's the one thing I hate about this season. We never had a back-to-back win this season. We win one and then we'll lose 2 or 3. So the Saints need to step it up, man. We need to figure out what we're going to do on offense and try to get this offense rolling because last week against the Rams, you finally got the offense rolling again. You saw what worked, what didn't work, and you don't do nothing against the 49ers. You fumble too much. And yes, every time you got into the red zone, you couldn't kick a field goal. You got penalties and had to punt. You know, you backed yourself up. Like, it was just a horrible all-around game besides the defense. Like, the defense is the only part I can give credit to, you know. But we do got to say that defensive line did their thing today, getting pressure, stopping the run against a really good Christian McCaffrey and Elijah Mitchell, man. And Debo Samuel with his, trick run plays and stuff like that. So I think as a Saints fan, man, we just got to kind of lower our expectations for the rest of this year. But guess what? I do want to tell y'all one thing, and I know I've been hearing it on all these different other podcasts. I've been seeing it on Twitter. Saints season's over, man. It's been over, da-da-da. Yes, you can say it's over because we can't even win back-to-back games. But the sad part is, if you really look at this, we're 4-8. All right? We're 4-8, which means there's 5 games left on the board. We can finish 9-8. But technically, we probably won't because we can't even win back-to-back games. Because the Saints showed you so far this season they can't win back-to-back. Well, guess what? Your Tampa Bay Buccaneers lost today. The Atlanta Falcons lost today. But Carolina won. So Carolina's tied with us right now, 4-8. All right. So just know this. I believe we play Bucks next week, if I'm not mistaken. we're gonna want our revenge back. And you know the Saints how we play against the Bucks. We're gonna play them hard as we can and want to beat the Bucks as well. So if the Saints beat the Bucks, that'll make the Bucks 5-7, while we are 5-8 if we beat them. So we'll be 5-8. If Atlanta loses again next week, they'll be 5-8. Or 5-7, I think it will be. Yeah, 5-7. Because I think they had their bye week too. So they'd be 5-7. So we all will be basically tied for 5 wins, which is insane because you're looking at the Saints team and be like, yo, this team ain't making no playoffs. This team's just trash. We can't win back to back. Our season's over, which is totally understandable from everybody. I understand why we all frustrated too. But the crazy shit is that we're still only one game behind. The Browns did us a big favor today and actually won us a game against the Buccaneers and beat them in overtime. So, like, it's crazy that we're still only one game behind. And I believe next week, like I said, I really do believe we played the Buccaneers. And if we play them hard like we always do and we win, we tie with them with 5 wins. We all tie for the first place unless Atlanta wins next week against whoever they play. So I still got a little bit of hopes, but I don't have hopes of our team winning back-to-back games because they haven't proved to me yet that they can win back-to-back yet. So a lot of people was asking me too. One of my subscribers, GR3, I don't know if he's watching right now, but he did ask me on Twitter earlier, and he was asking me, what do you think of, Dennis Allen? Like, are you going to give him one more shot next year, or are you getting rid of him? Like, you tired of him? What are you doing? And I told him this. I said, with the way Dennis Allen disrespected Jameis Winston and lied about his injury and this and that already makes me want you not here. But at the same time, I know how good of a defensive coach he is and how good he can really be and make this defense beat if he literally focuses on defense. So I really would like him to just demote him from coach next year and put him back as defensive coordinator if he was cool with that. If not, man, and you really, really had to give the Saints team and you give him one more shot with the New Orleans Saints, man. All I can say is they better take Pete Carmichael out of this play calling stuff. And Dennis Allen as a head coach next year, if he is your head coach next year, you need to find you a great offensive coordinator. Go get you an Eric Bieniemy or somebody like that. Somebody that you know can move your offense, can get your offense to score 30, 40 plus points a game. And Dennis Allen focusing on his defense like we know he can. Then I can say maybe I have trust in Dennis Allen as the head coach still because he's only going to focus on our defense and make sure our defense is top-notch while he's got a great offensive coordinator that can definitely score for us. That's the only way. Now, if you're just going to say give Dennis Allen one more shot next year with the team that we have and the same coaching staff, I'll say hell no. I'd be like, get this motherfucker out of here, for real. But like I said, that's the only way I would take Dennis Allen back as a head coach if you switch the offensive coordinator and he focused literally 100% only on the defense, So we'll see. But thank you everybody that's joining in here tonight, man. I see Philly hoodie. I seen the Eagles, man. I was watching the Eagles and Packers game. That's what made me come on late because I wanted to watch that game, see how that game go. So congrats to your Eagles, man. They 10-1, man, to start off the season so far. Congratulations to your Eagles, man. Philly said Dennis needs to go, just like our defensive coordinator. Yeah. Maybe we'll trade Dennis Allen to y'all as well, and y'all can just have him the partner back up with C.J. Garner-Johnson, and y'all defense can be fabulous, So I don't know, man. Like I said, my defense did great today. Our offense was shit, A lot of people want Dennis Allen to go. I really don't want him out of New Orleans. I just don't want him as my head coach anymore, to be honest with y'all. I just really don't want him as the head coach. I'd just rather him be my defensive coordinator. But I don't know, y'all. I'm just disappointed in the team today. Like I said, you had some players step up today on offense to do what they can do. But when your team and your star players like AK fumbles twice in the game, man, that doesn't help, especially when you fumble in the red zone when you're about to finally score our first points. And like I said, the refs didn't help out here with some of the bullshit that they were calling. Like I said, the team gets into the red zone with a nice pass to Chris Olave, they're going to say that's not a catch. Go rewatch it. The dude took 3 steps, hit the ground, and then it came out. So that's definitely a catch. I don't know what the hell a catch is in the NFL anymore. Just like Dennis Allen said in his press conference, I don't even know what a catch is in the NFL anymore. I agree with them. I don't know what it is either. It seems like they coming up with stupid new rules and everything, and they keep creating stuff. So I really do not know, y'all. But we'll see what this team does next week against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Like I said, I think that's who we are matched up. I'm gonna have to look it up again and see, but I really do think that's who we matching up against. But let me know what y'all think in the chat, man. I think we Oh, I see Mr. Jerry as well. Who that to you, Jerry, the old freaking G in the building, my man. Who that to you? Um, like I said, I don't know. This team is like it's like every week you look at the team that we playing, and you say this team does have hope, and we can beat this team because we know we can. Like I told everybody this past week, I think the 49ers is a team that we can actually beat because we got a defense that's good enough. Even though we didn't have Lattimore and Pete Warner, I still think having Cameron Jordan, Marcus Davenport, and them back on the field was going to help us out. And you saw what the defense did. They held them. But what happened? The offense that I thought could do something just killed on penalties, killed on turnovers, and just couldn't move the ball, man. They just couldn't do their thing. Field goals, couldn't make a field goal. So it was just like it was terrible. And the Saints did end their streak. I think it was like 322 straight games without being shut out ever. And we ended that by getting shut out to the goddamn 49ers and San Francisco. But I don't know. What is everybody else's thought on this? What's y'all thought on the game, man? Let me know in the chat what y'all think. And I see Jerry. He said Dennis Allen needs to go now. Yeah, I feel you, my man. Like I said, I feel you, man. Like I said, I don't want him to go. I'd rather him just be dropped down to the defensive coordinator and focus on what he's really good at, instead of being a head coach. But if it's forced to where he doesn't want to do that, and he wants to be a head coach, and he has to leave here, then I'll totally understand. Let his ass go, and we'll find us a new head coach next year. I'm hoping that guy maybe can be a guy like Eric Bieniemy from the Chiefs. I really do like his offensive scheme with Andy Reid, and so I think he will be a really, great coach that can help us out. But like I said, I can't wait to see what we're going to do next year with the Sean Payton thing. Because we don't have a first-round pick. Sean Payton's talking about he's eyeing, coming back next year for coaching. Two teams he got his eyes really locked up on, or the Chargers and the Cardinals. Those are two good teams to watch out for. Because he can have Justin Herbert, Austin Eckler, Kenneth Allen, Mike Williams, you name it. That man's got pretty good defense. Like Sean Payton can probably work some really good magic in the AFC with the Chargers. But like I said, if you go to the Cardinals as well, the NFC is a little weak, on this side. So maybe he'll come to the weak side of the NFC and stay in the NFC with us. And he can maybe work some magic with a guy like Kyler Murray, running back James Conner, D-Hop, Rondell Moore. Maybe he can work up something with that team over there too as well. By the way, the Cardinals are not doing good either. They tied with us. I think they 4-7 or 4-8 like that. So if we traded Sean Payton to the Cardinals, we'll get a great first round pick from them. So we just gotta see what we're gonna do at the end of the season, man. But like I said, I'm just really disappointed in our loss today. It just seemed like the team did not want to play. It seems like the offense did not want to get anything going. Another thing that kind of stood out to me today, did anybody notice why Callaway was and after a healthy scratch, just wasn't playing? That didn't make no sense to me. Callaway is a better receiver than Kevin White. He's a better receiver than all these other receivers that are on here besides Olave and Jarvis. Why don't you have him as a healthy scratch? He could have maybe been a receiver, that you could have drew to down the field, might have caught some good big plays for you, got you a touchdown in the end zone, when you was in the rush zone. I don't know. Just one more thing I wanted to touch up about this game that kind of pissed me off. When we was in the fourth quarter, I think it was 6 minutes left in the game, and we was in the red zone, and they called it a fourth down try. We went for it, and they called a holding on the defense, and we got 4 more free plays down below on basically the 2-yard line. And I hear the commentary people saying, run the damn ball with Taysom Hill with the RBO, sneak right up the middle, run it 4 times. And he said, I guarantee you, if you run it 4 times, you're going to at least get 2 yards out of those 4 tries with him. You are, and that means you'll be in the end zone. And it made perfectly sense what the commentator was saying. But what did you see in that drive? 4 passing plays. Back to back. And the crazy part is, on one of those passing plays, I think it was your second or your third down pass, Alvin Kamara was open to your right, Andy Dalton rolls out to the right instead of looking to his left where Kamara was wide open for a touchdown. It's like I can't blame the whole game on Andy Dalton, but Andy Dalton did not play that well today either. Throwing a lot of balls into the ground. Yes, he was running for his life a little bit in the game, which is another reason why I don't really like Andy Dalton as a quarterback, because he's not your scrambling type of quarterback that'll be able to do that for you. He didn't really try to throw the ball down the field, and when he did, he definitely had nothing that looked like it was going to even connect close to any of the receivers. It was just horrible. A lot of throwing the ball into the dirt, into the ground, missing the players. So, yes, you can blame some of it on Andy Dalton, but all of it can't be blamed on him, as well as, Alvin Kamara fumbled the ball. Like I said, I must keep saying it over and over. AK fumbled it twice, bro. When was the last time we really seen AK fumble twice, man? This dude barely fumbles. Something is up with this team, and I don't know why we performing like this, man. It's just, really, really, really disappointing, man. But, I don't know, y'all. It's just kind of shit. And I see Noah Gaines said 332, my bad. So we snapped out 332 games. So, yeah, cool. St. Doug, he said, yes, we got the Bucs next week. Okay, so I was correct. So we do have the Bucs next week, man. And I think that's a winnable game because you know how we are, man. You know how this team is when we play our divisional players, especially Tom Brady. Besides the beginning of the season where they hold us and ejected Marshawn Lattimore out the game to where they finally scored with Mike Evans. Without Mike Evans because he got kicked out too. Didn't kick out Leonard Fournette for it and stuff, and then they finally scored a touchdown, So I think we're going to get our revenge back on the Bucs next week, and I can feel like the Saints are going to look at this loss and try to put a lot of points up on the Bucs, especially your rivalry team, especially Tom Brady. So I can see us beating Tampa Bay next week and tying up with them 5. So for everybody that thinks the season's over just yet, just sit back, drink you a few beers, drink you a few shots of whiskey, bourbon, whatever you want to be sipping on. Just take a little bit, relax, because like I said, I know the season's over. That's what it looks like, but we're only 4-8. There's 5 games left. The next one is against the Bucs, who just lost today against the Browns in overtime, who is 5-6. We beat them. They moved to 5-7, while we can go to 5-8. That means we'll be tied. And then if Atlanta loses to whoever they play, if anybody in the chat don't mind commenting down below, let me know who does the Falcons play next week. Please put that in the comment because I'm on my phone, so it's going to be hard. It's going to cut me out if I try to search it up. So if you don't mind, let me know down below who they play next week, and I'll put that on here as well. So if Atlanta lose next week, they'll drop to 5-7 as well. Or 5-8 maybe. 5-7, my bad. They'll drop to 5-7 because I think they had their bye week already. So they'll drop to 5-7 as we 5-8. We all 3 will be tied with 5 wins, and the division is still freaking open. So I know a lot of us was pissed off. A lot of us should have been happy because we would have won today, because we would have had 5 wins, and then we would have been confident about going against the Bucs and winning and going up 6 and be the first seed in the league. But yes, we lost. But guess what? Browns beat the Bucs for us. The Washington Commanders beat Atlanta. So Saints, we beat Bucs next week. We all gonna be tied with 5 wins, y'all. Saints still have a shot of winning the division and making it to the playoffs. And I just want to say this because you know me, I'm not like all the other YouTubers that are pissed off, aggravated. Trust me, I'm aggravated too. But I try to keep the positive side as well. I try to tell y'all the truth and tell you, hey, the season's probably over. But I'm also trying to tell you also some positive news that the Saints still have a shot of making it. If they just somehow can prove our asses wrong and show us that they can do this, that they can stay on the field. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. But like I said, I really feel confident next week that the Saints are going to do whatever they can to beat the Bucs. I feel confident that Lattimore should be back next week. They go one-on-one with Mike Evans. To lock him down like we do. And I think we can beat the Bucs just like the Browns did in overtime this week. We'll be tied for first. And maybe we'll start feeling ourselves a little bit better. And like I said, this is some of the positive things I want to tell y'all. If the Saints can sneak in to the playoffs, winning our division out, just sneaking in there, just maybe this team will be almost healthy as we've seen them since the beginning of the year. Besides Michael Thomas playing, maybe James will be back finally. Maybe they'll say he's 100% healthy. Time to roll back to James, man. To get that full healthy James, where people's got to respect your deep passes and can't cover everything just up front because they got to respect the deep ball with James. They don't really give a damn about Andy's deep ball. That's why it's basically looking like with Drew Brees back there. Andy Dalton's arm's a little bit stronger, but people are playing us on defense like if Drew Brees is back there because they don't respect Andy's deep ball. So, like I said, who that nation? Make sure y'all have hope. I see Eric Wallace. Who that to you? Says Steelers versus Falcons next Sunday. Bet. So the Steelers is a team that could possibly beat the Falcons. They could. But the Falcons, with the way they play, they probably will beat the Steelers. But hear me out. If the Steelers play the Falcons like they did against the Saints and tried hard and did whatever they could to try to beat us, they can beat the Falcons. So Falcons lose next week to the Steelers. We beat the Bucks. We all tied at 5 wins. Guess what? Saints still in the playoffs picture. Easily. So don't give up hope on your Saints. And yes, we can all let our frustration out and yell that we want Dennis Allen gone. Trust me, we all know that. We all know we want to say that. So we just got to see what this team can do, man. Like I said, it's a little weird, though. Because like I said, I think we still got a little bit of hope that we can win. And I know a lot of people and me is questioning, Andy Dalton. Like my boy is Poppy. He said, with Andy Dalton, no effing way, hoodie. Hey, yes, there's a way that we can win with Andy Dalton. Because you know why? To be honest with y'all, if Andy Dalton was in that Bucks game, we would have won that Bucks game. And the reason why I say that, you had a hurt Jameis with a hurt ankle and 4 fractures in his back throwing the ball. And you saw how close that game was to the end of the game. Andy Dalton would have did better, I think, because he was healthy. He would have had a better arm and talent. It was the beginning of the season, like 3rd game, I think it was, or 4th. No, 2nd game of the season. So just think of that, y'all. Just think of that. I think we can easily beat the Bucks with Andy Dalton because our defense is going to do what they do, like always, against the Bucks. And our offense is going to want to play harder because it's a divisional rivalry game, and it helps us get back into the first place, running. So I know everybody's still aggravated from today. I'm still aggravated, pissed off about it. But that's why we come on here, man. We discuss it for a little bit, discuss on our reactions. And like I said, I'm going to just go over a little brief summary with y'all one more time about it. And then I'm going to head out of here because I do have work in the morning. And tomorrow night, I'm hoping if I'm free, if I get off in time, I can go live with y'all again. And we'll have another reaction video, but with my crowd, my subscribers come on. We'll discuss everything. So brief summary. Saints lose to the 49ers, 13-0. Nothing can go right for the Saints, man. The only thing that went right was the defense. Holding Christian McCaffrey, Elijah Mitchell, Brandon Ayuk, Deebo Samuel, George Kittle to only 13 points. 2 field goals, 1 touchdown by Greg Jennings. Lucky touchdown, too, as Tyrann Mathieu tips it in and it just falls into his hands perfectly for a touchdown. Great catch by Greg Jennings, man. But we held this team, this high-power offensive team, to only 13 points, y'all. 13, while the offense didn't do shit. 2 fumbles by Alvin Kamara. You never usually see that. Disappointing. Horrible. Like I said, refs kind of fucked us too a little bit with the catch down the field. We finally get in the red zone. You take our momentum away and say that wasn't a catch when damn well that was a catch. Took our momentum away when we picked it off. Had it in the territory from when we came back from the second half. What happens? They would allow holding or whatever the heck the penalty was called, which was stupid. So, and like I said, the offense. Oh, by the way, Will Lutz couldn't make a field goal. So that's basically a summary, man. We just could not do nothing. The only positives I would say for this game was the defense. And on offense, I would like to say Rashid Shaheed did some really good nice plays on some jet sweeps. On jet sweep, gave us a first down. Deep catch down the field for a first down. And your bright star, Olave, did his thing as well. AK didn't really do too much. Mark Ingram did okay. Coming back from an injury, he did what he could do. So basically, that's all I can say, man. And all I can tell everybody is we can be pissed off all we want as Saints fans about all this. We all want Dennis Allen gone. He's probably not going to be fired till the end of this year, or maybe not even at the end of the year. They might not even get rid of him. We can all be mad, but at the end of the day, man, all we can do is support this team, and all we can do is hope that they get better each week, and hopefully we can see back-to-back wins soon, because we only got 5 games left. And like I said, next week it's the Bucs. I really do feel like that's a winnable game against a rivalry team that we always play hard against. And we'll be, I think the Steelers will beat the Falcons the following week, next week as well. And I think we can all be tied at 5 games, and we are back in the playoff picture. So everybody, don't give up just yet. Keep praying for this team to get better, man. And all I can tell everybody, man, I'm about to head out. So like I said, I got work in the morning, man. I love every single one of y'all for tuning on in tonight, man, giving me about 30 minutes of y'all time late night over here. Started at 11 o'clock, so I do appreciate y'all tuning on in. Also, I do have the cash up on here for donations, man. It's $ Hoodie Jude. This is for the donation for the Children's Hospital like we did last year. We raised $700 in 2 weeks, man, and we did that and donated all $700 worth of toys, coloring books, you name it, baby stuff, to the hospital last year. Can't wait to do it again this year. So if y'all like to donate and help out for Christmas and help these kids Christmas get better, that would be amazing. And also, if you'd like to donate, we're doing Toys for Tots as well, man. Like I said, at my moving company job I worked for in the morning, we moved a bunch of 2 truckloads full of, pallets stacked to the top with toys for Tots. I was so blessed to do that for me. And I said, hey, can I do a donation for y'all on my channel? They say, hell yeah, let's do this. So if y'all like to donate some money as well in the Cash App for the donation for Toys for Tots and help the less fortunate this year for Christmas, man, I would truly, truly appreciate it. And I know these kids will appreciate it as well, man. But with that being said, like I said again, thank y'all for coming on in here, man. I truly appreciate that. And I hope everybody has a great night, man. Hope y'all have a great upcoming week, man. Hope y'all have a great Monday tomorrow. And like I said, I'm going to try to tune on in tomorrow night if I can, and we can have a podcast where my subscribers come on and let their voices out and let their anger out on this past game against the 49ers where we lost 13-0, man. I love y'all. Everybody have a great night. And all I can tell y'all is who that, baby. Who that. Love y'all.
Run it up, Panero. Say what they lie. Say what they lie. Say what they lie. Say what they lie. We screaming black and gold. We screaming black and gold. We screaming black and gold. We going to the bowl. We screaming black and gold. We screaming black and gold. We screaming black and gold. Saints going to the Super Bowl, talking black and gold. Young Nolan Hoodie Jude wanna beat me like you know. Chris Olave, MT down the field. Went to throw the ball deep, yeah you know it's getting real. Put Joggers in the slot, he gon' do damage. AK in the backfield, you know Durant. E. Davis coming through the line, QB running out of time. Tom Brady, that's mine. Yeah, the Saints did it fine. Hold up, chopper style, choppers out. Them boys wild, yeah, them boys wild. Chopper style, choppers out. Them boys wild, yeah, them boys wild. Hold up, yeah, we rolling. Hold up, yeah, we rolling. Hold up, yeah, we toting, alive. Marshawn Lattimore, play the left field. Marcus May play deep safety, so you know the deal. We got Tyrant in the box, got the QB on lock. Man, we ready to rock. See they gone in the fly out. A Debo, play the right side. Stop playing with that boy. 29, ready to ride. We ain't tripping at all. We going to the top. Yeah, we gon' spin they block. Yeah, we knocking on they top block. We rapping Florida leads, so boy was poppin'. The Saints really wildin', them boys on fire. We really number one. We move with silence. We zip them boys up if it's a problem. Choppers wild, choppers out. Them boys wild, yeah, them boys wild. Choppers out, choppers out. Them boys wild. Hold up. Let me roll.